Democrats trying to keep President Trump off the presidential ballot this year? Yes, the panic on the left, it is peaking, using their strategy of fear-mongering. Wall Street Journal opinion, the fascist meme returns. But also, according to the Wall Street Journal, Americans are no longer buying it. A lot of folks have woken up. Part of that is the work they're doing over at Article 3 Project. President of Article 3 Project, Mike Davis, joins me now. Mike, welcome and good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. All right, you had an interview with the Washington Post. We pulled some of this so you could react to it because they quoted you saying Trump should pick judges who are even more bold, who are even more fearless and unafraid from the blowback from the liberal media and the outside groups. Are you going to be involved in some of those judge choices, Mike? We're curious.
President Trump's biggest and most consequential accomplishment of his first term was transforming the Supreme Court to the first constitutionalist majority in 90 years with the appointments of Justice Gorsuch, my former boss, Justice Kavanaugh, where I served as the chief counsel for nominations on the Senate Judiciary Committee, and Justice Barrett, where I helped her confirmation from the Article 3 project. Trump also appointed a record number of critically important lower court judges, including to the critically important federal courts of appeals. This time, President Trump will pick even more bold, even more fearless judges, and I am very happy to get involved with that.
Last week, Tanya Chutkan releasing this 1,900 pages of a case. Jack Smith, probably not appointed even legally, things that will never get to trial, things in this redacted document, though, Mike, that are inadmissible. I mean, when you look at sort of how this is happening so close to an election, I think Americans, I hope and pray, are realizing what this really is, the weaponized government. But I wonder if there are some who are still listening to MSDNC, not really grasping it because they are saying that Trump is still a threat, even Kamala Harris calling him unstable and unfit.
Fortunately, with the Article 3 project doing over 4,200 media hits since the Mar-a-Lago raid, by Biden and Harris on Trump for presidential records Trump was allowed to have under the Presidential Records Act. The American people see through this lawfare and election interference what D.C. Obama judge Tanya Chutkan and Biden Kamala special counsel Jack Smith did with this one-sided drive-by shooting political hit piece before the election was unprecedented. It's unlawful, and it shows their blatant election interference, their blatant lawfare, and their mind-boggling, they are so fearful of President Trump that they're getting desperate.
And she sat down with Al Sharpton, talked about a range of things. But at one point he said, what's your thoughts for the economy? We know economy is up there with immigration. And here's her answer, Mike.
So when asked this question about how will this affect my life in terms of a voter worrying about the fact that, look, price of groceries still too high. I get it, they get it. And what are we doing to help them actually get through life in a way that they're not just getting by, but getting ahead? We have to have specific policies that do that. And that is what I offer under what I call an opportunity economy approach.
Not sure it's specific at all. If anything, I think it's inflationary. Maybe some of this stuff is just pandering giveaways, but that's sort of been their last-ditch effort to buy votes.
Kamala Harris is going to get crushed on November 5th so long as Trump supporters vote and vote as early as possible, because she'll never be able to run away from the fact that she is Biden's border czar who let in 20 million illegal immigrants into our country and the resulting migrant crime and chaos. And she was also the tie-breaking vote on Bidenomics that blew up our economy and led to the spike in interest rates and inflation that makes it very hard for real Americans and real America to make ends meet.
Well, we have 15 days to go. Mike Davis, I'm sure we'll be talking between now and then. Great to see you today.
Thank you.